Hello guys, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Aysh. Please subscribe. Today's video is another Halloween look, and it is a melting devil face inspired by Jodie Hum on Instagram. She did that melting face look for Halloween last year and I just thought it looked so sick, and James Charles also recreated it as well with the white underneath, but I thought I would maybe switch it up a little bit and add this demon vibe underneath and have something else reveal, and thought I'd experiment with a different type of look that I've never done before. So if you guys want to see me create this step-by-step look, then keep on watching. For my hair, I've just slicked it back and I've tied underneath these areas just to keep them out of the way, so it's just literally pulled back hair pretty much with a ton of hairspray and hair gel. I'm going to start with the top half of my face, a normal glam routine. So I'm going to prime my skin. It is already moisturised. I'm going to prime first using my NYX Total Control primer drops and then blend that in. For foundation, I want to use my Too Faced Born This Way in the shade Sand. And I'm going to take 2 pumps on the back of my hand. I'm going to blend that all over with my beauty blender. I won't go all the way down because this area is going to be a different colour. So I'm just going to spread it across this top half of my face. And even if it's a lighter shade, it's fine because it's Halloween. If I want to look slightly dead, I'm cool with that. Now my foundation is in place, I'm going to brush my brows, get those tamed, and then I'm going to fill and define them with my Dip Brow Pomade from Anastasia in the shade Dark Brown, and I'm going to use an angled brush for this. Brows are now filled, so I want to set my eyes with the NYX eyeshadow base in Skin Tone, ready for some eyeshadow. I'm going to go into my Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette and use a variety of tones. I'm going to go for warm colours, so this one, maybe a bit of burgundy, that one, and that one, and that one. I'm going to go in with my Morphe M330 to start with. And then I'm going to go into this burgundy shade with a smaller fluffy brush to go into my crease. And for my eyelids, I'm going to take this shimmery shade here with a flat brush. Bit of a halo eye maybe, but we want a little bit of sparkle. And with that bright colour that I used here, I'm just going to highlight my brow bone for some more shimmer. Next, I'm going to conceal with my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 20. I'm going to treat my skin as if it's an ordinary everyday glam look that I usually do. And then I'm just going to go over the areas with the scary part. And then blend that with my beauty blender. Even though I'm going to go along the half of my face with the scary part, I still want to contour, and I'm going to use the Fenty Matchstick in the shade Suede. And I'm going to take my BH Cosmetics 116 and blend that in. Then I want to set under my eyes with my Insta Fix and Matte by Rimmel, and I'm going to dab that in with my beauty blender. To bronze up a bit more and set the cream that I added, I'm going to use the Revlon Bronzette, and that is in number 12. And I'm going to take my 116 brush again and just set that, warm up my skin a bit more. For my waterline, I'm going to take my Inglot Kohl pencil, fill that in and smudge it out with some colour underneath as well. I'm going to go with my Spectrum A12 back into the Jaclyn Hill palette and take this warm colour here. It's a bit kind of amber brick kind of red, and smudge out my waterline with that. I'm going to go in with my Rimmel Glam Eyes Professional liquid liner and do my standard wing. I'm going to add my mascara. I want to use the Maybelline Lash Sensational in Intense Black. Now my mascara's done, I'm going to add some lashes and then we are good to go. I want to add a little bit of glow. I'm going to take my Iconic London Liquid Illuminator in Original and I just want to add the smallest little amount on the high points of my cheek. Not much at all. But then I want to spread that and then blend it with my Beauty Blender. Now I just want to add a bit more of a glow to my inner corner. I'm going to go back into the Jaclyn Hill, take this light shade here that I used to highlight the brow bone and then just pop that for some extra glow. We are ready for the fun, scary part. What I'm going to do to start with is I want to carve out the line where I want the foundation to drip from and where I'm going to paint the red downwards. I'm going to take the NYX Suede Lip Liner in the shade I'll Put It On, which is a dark purple, and then I just want to carve out where I want it to start. I'm just going to freehand this. So I've got it coming up from half of my nose and I'm bringing that down. I'm going to try and get that symmetrical on both sides. Now that I've carved this, I'm pretty much ready to add the red. So what I'm going to use is the Snazaroo face paint in the shade Bright Red. This is water activated, so it's kind of like a cream. Really good for children's face paint, and literally most Halloweens I use this. I've got quite a few colours. I used it for my zombie look, I used it for my jigsaw look last year, and it worked amazing for me. I have a little pot of water just to dip my brush into. What I'm going to start with first is a small flat brush just to get the edges to start. Do the more precise sections first. So I'm going to take the Snazaroo, got my little flat brush here, and I'm going to wet that and then I'm going to just dip that in and it should activate the colour straight away. If you just mix it in as well. Of course, the more water you add, the more water it gets, and the less you add, the more creamy it gets. So what I'm going to do is just start to follow that line that I carved. And remember, it doesn't need to be a perfect line because you're going to add the drips of foundation coming down. And then as you go along, keep adding water to the brush and then activating that colour. And then you can see it does intensify. And then what I'm going to do is use my bigger brush, which is the 116 BH brush. I'm literally just going to dip that into the water, wet the paint, and this will help me get a bigger area. Once you feel like you have a substantial amount painted, you want to start adding the definition. What I want to do is add some black in some sections, but when you start to add more depth, it starts to look a little bit more real. I'm just going to give that brush a bit of a clean because I'm going to go in with some black eyeshadow. First, what I want to do, I'm going to add like a triangular sort of shape on my nose, almost snake-like, if that makes sense, with my black liquid liner. So I'm going to go in with a black eyeshadow into my Saint and Sinner palette, and I'm going to use Sabbath, which is that jet black shade there. I'm going to start to blend that in the depths of my face, the parts that I want to deepen. In the centre of my lips, add some darkness. Now that I've shaded those areas, I'm going to start to carve a cheekbone here, just so I look a bit more gaunt. And I'm going to take my kohl pencil to carve that out first, and I'm going to start shading it with the eyeshadow. And then I'll add a bit more depth again to the black line. And what I want to do as well, rather than keeping my neck just red, I'm going to take some black shadow and almost add more depth to the neck area. The final touch is the foundation. What I want to start with is squeeze some of the foundation, which is a Too Faced Born This Way. I use this on my skin here. I'm going to give myself one pump, and then I'm going to take the back of a brush. I'm going to start to smother it along the edge of the line so it seems a little bit seamless. So when the foundation drips, it looks a little bit more real, like my skin is actually coming away. Here goes the first one. I'm going to drip it down. I just want to blend in those edges with my beauty blender so it looks a bit more seamless, because I did just have like a sharp line of foundation. That is my Halloween dripping Jodie Holm inspired face complete. It was quite exciting for me to do and something new that I've never done before, and I really enjoyed it, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please, if you did, leave a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Happy Halloween, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!